In boxing years, let's keep it a buck. There is some biblical years, okay? Boxing years, 58 years old, you might as well be 111. To bennystake, I'm your girl Benny, and today I'm here to bring you a couple things that I saw on my timeline, baby. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to do all the things that I need to do. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. I have a goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I need your help. I really need your help. So definitely subscribe. Hit that like, hit that share, leave a comment. Every single one of your help goes a long way. But let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and talk about the fight of the century. All right. You have Brother Paul. Brother Paul and Brother Tyson, they was fighting on my screen. So you had Jake Paul, okay, who is 27 years old, competing with Mike Tyson, the legend himself. All right, competing with Mike Tyson, who is 58 years old, and this baby has not fought in the last 2 decades. Okay? I'm talking about it's been 20-some years since Mike Tyson has been in no fight. Right? So before the fight, you had different talks. You had different arguments. One thing about Jake Paul, that baby gonna talk. All right, just like the biblical Paul, Jake Paul gonna talk. That baby gonna say something. So that baby talking. And before the match, apparently he done stepped on Tyson's foot. And I knew this because honestly, I'm not no fan of no boxing. I'm talking about this because that's what the people of God are talking about. Okay, so I'm a YouTuber. So if people are talking about the fight, guess what I'm supposed to talk about? I'm supposed to talk about the fight. Even though I want to talk about the fight of my soul. All right? The fight of my soul to land in heaven. That's what I'm trying to talk about. I should be talking about the fight of my life and my soul. All right? With sweet black Jesus. But alas, I got to be talking about a fight. So apparently, Brother Tyson don't like nobody stepping on his foot. I don't know why. Comment down below, let me know why that's a big deal. It feels like it may have been accidental, but knowing Brother Paul, probably was not. He probably did it on purpose, knowing that Brother Tyson does not like anybody stepping on his feet. So imagine if you ever ran into the store, you ran into Brother Tyson, and you just walking, you minding your business, and you accidentally step on him, and that baby turns around and backhands you. Imagine that. So apparently this baby does not like to be stepped on. So he done slapped that baby. I'm talking about slapped him, grabbed him on the face. Jake Paul was talking all kinds of nonsense. Because one thing about Jake Paul, that baby gonna talk. Okay? He a YouTuber like me. That baby gonna talk. All we do is talk. So it was a lot of trash talk. Everybody was talking. The slap made things worse. And so obviously was like, okay, let's go ahead and watch the fight. Now come the fight. I done told y'all Brother Tyson is 58 years old. In regular life, them is some regular years. 58 years old, your knees are probably still good, okay? And if you look like Mike Tyson, you probably still scaring people off, okay? You probably still look strong. I just hurt my nose just looking at a picture of that man. He looked like he could hurt me just by looking at him, okay? So for 58 years old, in regular life, 58 years old, you still good, okay? But in boxing years, let's keep it a buck. There is some biblical years, okay? Boxing years, 58 years old, you might as well be 111. Okay? It's giving Ancient of Days. It's giving BC. It's giving before Christ. All right? And never mind you, this baby has not competed in the last 2 decades. It's been so many people born, went on to glory in the last 22 years, and that baby has not competed, okay? Now, all respect, okay? All respect. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go ahead and pray for protection and covering because I don't want Brother Tyson to even look at me the wrong way. But let's be honest. 58 years old in boxing years, it's giving Bernie Sanders. Okay? It's giving Joe Biden. It's old. 50 years in boxing years, them is some biblical times. All right? Because, you know, everybody in the Bible done lived 111 years, and then they lived 75 extra years on top of the 111 years. 58 years old in boxing years, them is the same years as Shadrach, Meshach, and the Billy Goat. Okay, them is some biblical times. You can't just pull up on a 27-year-old acting like that's going to be some things. All right? So I found this video over here by CNN. I'm going to leave it right here as always. But this is what, in a nutshell, the fight looked like. If you didn't get to catch it, this is all that happened. Let's go ahead and take a listen, because, child.
To your question about whether or not it lived up. At 58 years old, Tyson hasn't fought professionally in over 2 decades. He was able to keep up to the first 2 rounds. They were seemingly getting acclimated with one another, but then we saw the fall off, and it happened really fast. Tyson trying to pick it up in the 3rd round, but he lost significant stamina at that point in the fight. Paul was able to muster some well-timed punches against the former champ, and he eventually beat Tyson in a unanimous decision. A lot of trash talk before the fight, but Paul had nothing but respect for Tyson afterwards.
First and foremost, Mike Tyson, it's such an honor. Let's give it up for Mike, bro. He's a legend. He's the greatest to ever do it. He's the GOAT. I look up to him. I'm inspired by him, and we wouldn't be here today without him. This man is an icon, and it's just an honor to be able to fight him. And he's obviously the toughest, baddest man on the planet. So it was really tough, like I expected it to be.
Now, Brother Paul, tell the truth and shame the devil. Brother Paul, tell the truth. That was hard. Brother Paul, you mean to tell me that was hard for you? You don't have to lie, okay? That baby looked like he's still catching his breath just standing next to you. This was not a boxing match. This was an ass whooping, you know? I respect that he still showed him respect because you guys respect a legend, but let's not pretend like this was hard for you. This baby is 58 years old, okay? 58 years old. In boxing, that is very old, okay? It was giving Pentecostal deliverance. It took 2 seconds and that baby was like, okay. If you ever been in a black church, you remember when one of them prophets would come and they'll try to push you and you try to balance yourself like this. That was Brother Tyson. That was Brother Tyson. That was Brother Tyson. And then come to find out, for this match, that baby done got $20 million, okay? Netflix done paid Brother Tyson $20 million for this fight. And I'm trying to understand why y'all not trying to understand about that kind of money. $20 million, Netflix, what I'm not understanding is what y'all not understanding about the money. Why would y'all spend $20 million when you could have had me, you know, fight him for less? You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul could have beat my ass for less, way less. Now that's the kind of match that the people of God are trying to see. You know? Matter of fact, I challenge you. Brother Paul, I challenge you. Me and you, we need to fight. Okay? Age-wise, it makes sense. Come to find out this baby is 27 years old. I'm 29. Okay? Equally yoked. This baby a YouTuber. What I'm doing right now? What I'm doing right now? I'm YouTubing. Okay? I'm tubing some views. 27, 29, same thing. YouTuber, same thing. Brother Paul got mouth for days. All I do is talk. All I do is talk now. Same thing. I'm his equal. You know what I'm saying? He trains, I train. He trains physically, I train in the army of the Son of God. Same thing. I am more his match than Brother Tyson, who is 111 years old, going on 175 years old biblical times. Okay? That may be old. I am more his match. Netflix. Brother Paul, me, I challenge you. I challenge you. You have training, I have training. I'm one of God's toughest soldiers. I can handle it. And Netflix, see, people don't even have to pay me that much. I could do it for way less. Even for $500,000, I could do it. Brother Paul, show your face. Show your face. Either you beat me or I beat you. Show your face. Are you people seeing the price of X? I'm ready to fight. Okay? He has training. I have training. I train in the army of the Son of God. Yeah, now? Brother Paul, show your face. We must end it today. I need money. We must end it. Netflix. The people of God are ready for this fight. Because I got to protect my face. All right, I'm married. You know, my husband still got to look at this. You know? See how I did that? I'm ready for this. Brother Paul, show your face. Come and meet your match. You are a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber. You are 27, I'm 29. You have training, I am trained. In the army of the Son of God. I train daily. Okay? You see my stamina. You see that? Netflix, I need who I got to talk to. Either you beat me or I beat you. Somebody's getting beaten and somebody's walking out of there with some money. Okay? You have money, I don't. But I'm ready though. I will beat you so bad you will start doing ministry. I will beat you so good you will write a letter to the people of God. Brother Paul, the church needs a letter. Come out here, I will beat you. I will beat you so bad you will write a letter to the church. This is not okay. $20 million? Like, how much will I need to offend somebody so that they can beat me for $20 million? I can do it. You know? I'm very creative. I have no shame. I have nothing to lose. Brother Paul, show your face. So in other news, I saw this post right here that alleged that Jonathan Majors and Megan Good called it quits. And I went and did some digging. Other people are saying they haven't. You know, there's been different, reports saying that that was actually not true, that they're still together. My question is, for how long? I'm not wishing anybody harm. I'm not wishing anybody a heartache. I'm not wishing anybody no nothing. But at this point, it's low-key beginning to feel like, because everybody's selling says like, hey, like, maybe this was not a good call. Not because we're trying to demonize him as a person, but maybe you just deserve to have somebody coach you. You deserve to have somebody that's gonna actually be, I don't want to say safe, but somebody that's actually gonna be in a position where they're ready to date, right? Like for me at least, like, I don't want anybody to link up with a man who's just gonna bring a little bit more trauma into their lives, right? Because if you look at their dating history, half the time we're just talking about their legal battles. Half the time we're only seeing them going to court. You know what I'm saying? Their dating history just kind of seemed like it wasn't like a proper courtship. So my thing is always like, okay, even if you love the man, even if you want to be with him, and there's been interviews of him saying like, everybody's telling her like, hey, this is not a good time. This is not a good time. This man has been in the public eye for not so great things, right? Like he's had legal battles, right? That has to do with DV. So everybody was like, okay, girl, like just wait a little bit. If you love him, wait. If he loves you and he wants to be with you, like, girl, once he gets himself together, y'all can come together and date and have a beautiful love story. But it feels like the more people kept telling her no, that that's not wise to do, the more it made her be like, dang, now I gotta really stay in this and prove all y'all wrong, okay? So it's just kind of like, girl, how much longer? I hope you're happy. I want you to be happy, okay? One thing about me, I want to make sure women are okay. Yeah, I saw my other video. I don't want women to end up with low vibrational men who are just dragging them down. And I'm not saying necessarily that this is what this man is doing to her, because every time we've seen her, she said this is the best relationship she's ever been in and all of those things. But as a person looking on the outside, as a viewer, somebody lying. It's giving Pinocchio. Okay? So how much longer? Are y'all in love for real, or are y'all pretending? How much longer? You're not saying how much longer. Because more than anything, sis, you deserve a man that's going to coach you properly. You deserve a man that's going to be emotionally, mentally, okay, financially safe with himself. I'm not saying like, oh, this man is going to endanger her. That's not what I'm saying at all. But like, if you're going through legal battles, right, and your career is plummeting, and your public perception is not the greatest, that can take a toll on you as a person, which I'm sure that took a toll on him. I don't know all the legalities of all the things that happened with his ex, but things sounded like that relationship was toxic and abusive. I don't know all the ins and outs, but that sounds like something you settle before going into another relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because you can easily bleed on somebody when you're not ready for that. You gotta go to court, you gotta do all these different things. So then you end up being the person that's having to carry them emotionally, carry them and carry them and carry them. And I'm just kind of like, girl, no. So how much longer? Are y'all together for real, for real? Like, what's going on? Comment down below and let me know. Am I just a hater? Am I just not like seeing love to be restoring and love to be supportive and love to be all those things? But from where I'm standing, it's not giving. Okay? And I hate the fact that when you look at his dating records, he's always dated white women. But as soon as he had trouble, here comes Megan, a black woman. So Susan B. Anthony couldn't help you, huh? Susan B. Anthony couldn't stand beside you. That couldn't happen. You had to get your black woman. That's what I don't like about this more than anything. So how much longer? But in other news, you have this trend happening on TikTok where creators, I believe white creators started this. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. but they started this idea of like blue bracelets, where essentially they will all wear blue bracelets to show that they did not vote for Trump, and as a way to create a safe space, I guess, for like black women to be able to talk to them as well. So say you're a black woman and you see a white woman wearing a blue bracelet, you would know to be like, oh, she's safe. She's like one of the good ones, and I can, you know, kind of let my guard down a little bit and not worry about, you know, the intentions or the credibility of these people. Essentially, that's the whole idea. Comment down below, let me know how you guys feel about that. But for me, immediately no. We just talked about this. And I'm sure whoever came up with this, I'm sure in your heart of hearts, I'm sure deep down, okay, way deep down in your white heart, you feel like you're doing something positive, something that's going to bring change. I'm sure you believe that. I'm sure you do. But unfortunately, it's still giving the black squares from 2020. It's still giving black square and prayer emojis. It's still giving we're going to be silent in solidarity. It's still giving performance. It's still giving capitalizing on real issues that black people face in this country. That's just what it's giving. It's giving performance. Because we're not asking y'all to wear bracelets. We're not asking y'all to put black squares. We're not asking y'all for prayer emojis. We're not asking y'all for thoughts. We're not. We are asking you guys to step up against injustice where it matters. In my last video, I highlighted that the woman who turned down a brain trip because they were not inclusive. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and give up your money. I'm not saying make decisions that's going to put you in a financial hurdle or whatever the case. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying there are actual real things that y'all can do that ain't got nothing to do with just vibes and giggles. Because the bracelet is not changing nothing. Because just because you voted for Kamala doesn't mean that somehow you truly get. It doesn't mean you truly get the microaggressions. It doesn't mean you truly get what it means to exist in a black body. What you can do instead is support black women in what they're actually doing. So instead of going and buying blue bracelets, go buy something from a black-owned business, from a black woman-owned business. Go buy something. When you see their videos, amplify that. When you see actual injustice happening within your circle, say something. Be the courageous one. Say something. Because that's where it matters. That's why it actually matters. Again, I'm not trying to knock you out down because I believe in your heart you think you're doing something. But again, it's giving nothing and a half. It's giving vibes. Speak up where it matters. Speak up where it matters. You at your job and you see your coworker working hard. Do not send her passive-aggressive emails. Do not do stupid, silly things like that. Make changes where it actually matters. Make it a point. Go out of your way. Make it a point to learn more about black women. Befriend black people. I'm sure you mean well, but again, it's giving performance. And black people, I better not see no damn bracelet on your doggone hand. For safety reason, I better not see no damn bracelet on your doggone hand. Please. Let's use our brain. Please do not be dumb. Because if a Trump supporter means you harm, okay? If a Trump supporter, if a white Trump supporter means to cause harm to people who voted for Kamala, okay? If they mean to cause them harm, who do you think they're going to cause harm first? You or the Susan B. Anthonys with the blue bracelets? Who's most likely to end up in a predicament that's going to cause more predicaments? Who do you think? Okay? Please don't be stupid. I'm sure the intention is coming from a good place. Again, I want to be clear. I'm sure the intention is coming from a good place. But let's please be mindful. You start wearing the party that you voted for. You could be in a situation where that actually puts your life at risk. Your black skin can put you in danger sometimes. In certain parts of the world, your black skin already puts you in danger. The last thing you want to do is add another identifier that's going to cause unnecessary hullabaloo. If white women want to keep doing this in solidarity, solidarity forever, if they want to be in solidarity, let them be in solidarity amongst themselves. Okay? Let them meet amongst themselves and figure out what they can do as white people, okay, to be a part of the change that's actually going to affect everybody. Because believe it or not, racism affects everybody. We all suffer from racism. And while we're discussing Trump, I came across a video of him talking about how he's going to get rid of Obamacare, how he's going to get rid of Obamacare. And there's literally even been talks around him and some of his followers not knowing that the Obamacare is actually the same as the Affordable Care Act, which a lot of people benefit from, including white people. A lot of people who do not have access to different insurances and cannot afford health care. A lot of people benefit from that. And a lot of people voted against that. So again, these things are not going to be fixed by blue bracelets. This runs deep. This runs deep.
I'm not running to terminate the ACA, as crooked Joe Biden says all over the place.
We're going to create great health care. We're going to get rid of Obamacare. We're going to terminate it.
We're going to win by knocking the hell out of Obamacare. When we terminate it, all we'll do is say it was a bad experience for the American people. Hopefully we'll win at the appellate division and go to the Supreme Court to terminate Obamacare. We want to terminate health care under Obamacare because it's bad. We almost got it done, but John McCain voted against it. That was a bad day. Remember that? Thumbs down after campaigning for 10 years. Thumbs down.
Obamacare is the Affordable Care Act. It is. So you see how deep racism works. Because when you call it the Affordable Care Act, it doesn't have the same hatred and dislike as it does when you call it the Obamacare. Them is the same thing. So you had this baby contradicting itself. So blue bracelets are not gonna fix this. This runs deep. Is the point that I'm trying to run home. That's it and that's all. Alright y'all, that's it on me. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. Please, 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 I'm trying my hardest to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Please help me out. I'm working hard. I'm trying my best. Please help me out. And watch my other videos. If you're at your job and you don't like talking to them people, play my videos. Okay, if you at your house, you're not singing, you making dinner, go ahead and play my videos in the background. Wherever you're at, okay, go ahead and play my videos. Help your girl out, help your girl out. I appreciate all your help. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, do all of the things. And I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Bye, Z's.